Hold on. But yeah, let's talk some Lions, man. I'm here. I know it's been quite a few days since we went live. The season is upon us. Come on. No. But yeah, already some concerns, which every team got concerns. Uh, I say one of the concerns, quarterback, receiver, cornerback. Those are already been seen as concerns, especially from the outside looking in. To be honest, let's start off with, like, before people come in, the lighter version of the cornerbacks. I did a video live on the corners already, and I think I got a video that came or that's coming. No Diddy. And one of my homies, he a New Orleans fan, and I guess they ain't got much hope in New Orleans these days, which they got a really good defense. It was like, what about the Lions coming to get Marshawn Lattimore after it came out that Malik Neighbors caught 17 and 19 balls? Say you can use them. Most definitely could, but at this point, I believe they got investments that should pay off during the season. They got 3 investments that can pay off as we go on. One of the 3 investments is Carlton Davis. I don't expect Carlton Davis to be a lockdown corner in preseason. I really don't care. Okay? But what I do expect from Carlton Davis is to be one of the better corners in this year, because he in the contract year. So Carlton Davis is in the contract year. So that's the investment that they got. And to be honest, if he just steady during the season, and if they make a playoff run, which a lot of Lions fans feel entitled to them having a playoff run, which I don't. It's a new season, and the Lions have broken my heart. One season is not going to mend 35 plus years of bullshit. Let me just say that right now. So if you think I'm about to put the pom-poms up, you think I'm about to pop shit to other fan bases, like we the Mighty Lions, we can easily go back to being basement dwellers. That's football. The window can open and close like that. But if they fortunate enough to make a playoff run and he do his job just in that playoff run, he gonna get cake. He gonna get paid. Now on the other hand of that, they got 2 investments, whether they start, special teams, they spot play. They got 2 other investments that I like a lot in Rackstraw and Terrion Arnold. They should get better during the season as long as though they healthy. They gonna get reps in practice, So as long as they are healthy, they're going to get better. At some point, they make a playoff run, they will no longer be considered rookies. Come on. They will no longer be. So I really just feel like they got an opportunity where a lot of that's going to pay off for them. Guy that know money. You got Emmanuel Mosley that can come back. Rackstraw, Arnold, they rookies. Then you carry on and you say, Vidor, he's still going to get better. He's still young and inexperienced. So I'm not really concerned about it. F.A. Melifano could step in and give you help at corner as well, too. So Branch can come back down to the nickel if need be, too. So it's really just about a lot of them finding a place in the rotation. And if they number called, stepping up in the rotation. So to be honest, I'm not too concerned about it. And don't forget, if shit get real ugly, they got the VD guy that played running back from Utah. He can step in and play safety as well, too. So, it's just about them gelling. Two practice weeks, 1 week of padded practice. That's not going to gel a secondary. They going to go through some growing pains. It may even look worse than it ever looked last year starting out. It may look terrible next year when it started out. But you got to remember, it's a process. This is not baseball. And I feel in baseball, you do need team building. You do need camaraderie, but really, it's not as extensive as you would need in football or basketball. Camaraderie is camaraderie. So in that back end, you got to think about it. They got to gel the back end together, and then the front end and the back end got to gel together. And to be honest, the only part of this defense that's intact is the defensive coordinator and the linebacker group. Them the only linebackers that's intact. And that dude, that linebacker Gilbert, that's from the city of Detroit, that dude nice. He nice. He nice. I think he should just already be on the squad. But a little side note real quick. I was watching that VD guy we got from Utah, the running back. Dog mad nice. And if y'all didn't know, he can catch the ball too. Yeah, he mad nice. He nice. I was watching Baldy break down some of his runs. He got some things that you can't teach as a running back. Oh, that VD kid from Utah. Oh, the way he move his feet, the way he can drop on the dime, speed, the powering through guys. And when y'all see him be able to run routes to catch the football, the Lions got another really good ball player. Yeah, the Lions got another good ball player. He is quite special. I don't know where he'd be at in the return game, and I don't know how y'all feel about the new return game and the new onside kick rules, which is weak, by the way. Like, they didn't turn the onside kick rules into real life Madden. Where are you going? Come on. They didn't turn it into real life Madden now. So you got to be down in the fourth quarter. You got to tell the other team that you kicking an onside kick. You can't announce an onside kick. Like, the shit is crazy. Go, man. You cross that street, you might as well get ready to cross the rainbow. No, you don't. But yeah. So the onside kick, they making football soft. They really trying to eliminate the kicker, to be honest. And that's what they trying to do. But as far as the cornerback group, it's just gonna take some time for them to gel. It may be a month, it may be a half a season, but you gotta understand, even if they playing man to man, you gotta understand a lot of these teams do a lot of motion where you gotta pass it along and then going to the inside. If you break outside, I got them. They gonna still play some zone, so it's just gonna take time. It's just gonna take time. So double tap the screen and like the video. It's just gonna take time. But as far as the receiver position, I don't feel comfortable there. They won Black Hawk down, one Lion to go down for being in trouble. Now, what I do like is you got the VD kid that can catch the ball. You got Jahmyr Gibbs that should grow catching the ball. You got Zestra finding his feet. It's going to take some time. You got Laporta. So they got other creative ways of getting the football to people. But right now, it's really J-Mo, St. Brown, and a bunch of them other dudes. Khalif Raymond, he's a reliable fourth receiver. But him being your third receiver, your other ops, your Z receiver, I don't think anybody's comfortable with that. And they cut Juju Smith-Schuster. I've seen a little article, I think it was Clutch Point, said his career might be over with. He ain't the greatest guy out there. Michael Thomas is another guy who was the offensive player of the year, I think, in some years ago. Honestly, Juju is still in his 20s. I think Mike Thomas still 30. They both been injured, but we know New England's quarterback situation. We know Mike Thomas played on some, I think, a messed up ankle to see if Drew Brees can get a championship. So, and rightfully so, he blamed the organization. For kind of playing dumb, and they knew what was going on. But obviously, I think it should be a rush on getting a receiver because he has to build that rapport with Jared Goff. So that's an issue. You have to build that rapport with Jared Goff. And, right now, Donovan Peoples-Jones, everybody's consensus that I spoke to, we don't know what's wrong with him. We pulling for him. He's from the city. Then you carry on. Isaiah Williams, I still don't feel comfortable with him. Um, oh man, who else we got around here? Um, Antoine Green, I think he had a hand injury. He didn't do nothing. So just think about it. If J-Mo didn't step up, like, come on. And uh, so you can wait to cut day if you want to. Remember, he waited to the last minute to get Trinity Benson, and that didn't work out. So I don't, come here. So to be honest, Hunter Renfrow out there, but he more of a slot. But if you see St. Brown can dominate on the outside, you can go get a Hunter Renfrow, and I think him and Jared Goff will click nice. He can man the slot, and St. Brown could work the outside with J-Long. That's the only way I really see that happening. But to be honest, you know, maybe trying to get Brandon Ayuk ain't such a bad idea at this point. Ain't trying to pay him $30 million, but I'm pretty sure the Kansas City Chiefs might be in a running for another receiver. I think Hollywood Brown, something happened with his something, so he went down. So, there's gonna be some teams buying into a receiver market. Maybe you knock on Denver's door about Cortland Sutton, but the Lions, like I said before, they need another receiver that they can depend on durability wise on the outside. He ain't got to be Superman. He ain't got to be Bizarro, but he got to be somebody that they can rely on. And it ain't really I don't think no prototype where, I just think he should be able to win outside the hashes, be able to release and catch a ball. Now, if we talk about a guy like Juju Smith-Schuster, pretty much same thing as Mike Thomas. More technical, route running, not a great athlete, didn't come into the league as a great athlete, gonna win those jump balls. I really don't see there being an issue with him and Goff getting on the same page. I said the same thing about DeAndre Hopkins last year. I really didn't see an issue with DeAndre Hopkins and Goff getting on the same page. All right? I really don't see an issue with Smith-Schuster or Michael Thomas getting on the same page, or Hunter Renfrow. I think they all work in conjunction with each other. I think it's an easy transition. Can't guard Mike Thomas. If he's healthy, he's a technical receiver. When you say 5 in the hitch, yes, or 5 in a curl, or 10 in the comeback, he's going to run that to the T. It's just durability. I'm not worried about athleticism because he knows how to run routes. He knows how to get open. He know how to set you up. So when we talking about him, that's cool. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's not the route technician that Thomas is, but I think he a little bit more healthier, durable, but also he's another big body receiver that know how to box out. He ain't gonna be too fast. He not as punctual and clean his route running as come here, as Michael Thomas. But what I will say in his favor is he's younger. I think he's still in his 20s, late 20s. So there's some options out there. But I don't trust Williams, Raymond, Green to be the third receiver. I don't trust it. And that's just me. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it wrong. Only time will tell. But Goff's history with having a transition period with receivers that he's unfamiliar with, you got to remember, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he didn't really have a rapport with him. Amon-Ra St. Brown, believe it or not, from my recollection, he started to get on track with Tim Boyle as quarterback. Ooh, that's bars. He started to get on track as Tim Boyle's quarterback. And then as him and Tim Boyle, stop playing with me. Stop playing. Come on. As Tim Boyle, he got on track with Tim Boyle, then Goff kind of came back healthy. And then, it was off and running for Brown in the second half of that season. So a lot of people tend to forget that. So, with Goff, not being a quarterback that receivers transition to easily, even though I can say these route technicians like Juju Smith-Schuster, Mike Thomas, and Hunter Renfrow, that's cool. Do they necessarily need a burner on the outside? I mean, Marquise Goodwin's available, but guess what? He always hurt. you know? So you don't necessarily need a burner on the outside. You just need somebody, that's just going to be able to get off first release and be reliable. That's durability, hands. But I don't know who all available. And we knew this was going to be an issue when they chose not to take a receiver. But if I'm being real about it, you ask me who out of the three, to be honest, it depends on the medical. If Mike Thomas is healthy enough to come in and contribute, that's what I'm going for. And it also depends who's available. But if Mike Thomas is available, I always like Mike Thomas a lot. Even though he went to the whole Ohio State University. Come on, man, what are you doing? You want to get ran over? Even though he went to the Ohio State University, he was. I liked him. I like him a lot. It's Keyshawn Davis' nephew, I believe. So I still feel they got issues there. That's just my opinion. Hold on real quick. He getting on my nerves. But hold on. He said, I told you Lions won't be good. Man, the Bulls ain't going to be good neither. How about that? When was the Bulls good outside of Michael Jordan? Let me know that. Them fake playoff runs y'all had with Derrick Rose and Ben Gordon. It's funny how Chicago fans talk. Yeah, you talking shit, but every rookie quarterback did good the other day. That should let you know something. Marvin, what's going on? He said the man injury bug is taking it personal this year. I ain't really seen too many people get majorly injured yet. Knock on wood. Y'all ain't making the play. What y'all making in Chicago? Other than eating glizzies and putting sauerkraut on glizzies. So what y'all eating in Chicago? The capital, New York City and Chicago, the capital for glizzy guzzlers. The only difference is Chicago put all that other shit on their glizzy. The glizzy Gophers of Chicago with a glizzy stuffing quarterback who like glizzies from the bottom to the top. All Diddy for him. The glizzy Chicago. That's what y'all should be named. The glizzy Gophers, the Chicago glizzy Gophers. Our quarterback take glizzies from the rooter to the tutor. He said Nate Land shoulder injury. I don't even know who Nate Land is. He said Suffolk is one of the worst backup quarterbacks I've seen in my life. Miles, I don't understand what the coach is seeing in him. I mean, what they see in Tim Boyle? What they see boiled and oil boiled. Gotta ask yourself, what they see in Tim Boyle? Dude was terrible. A decent quarterback in case Goff go. I'll talk about Goff in a minute. Alex, what's going on? Goff is not immune to getting injured. He's gotten injured. He was in LA and he was injured here. You forgot. That's how Tim Boyle stepped in. We are chilling. You're tripping. Tendon look good. He don't have the reps. He look good versus third and fourth stringers. He simply don't have the reps. And he got injured again. He don't have the reps. Now, if you told me he played the next full game, and he played the third full preseason game, and he looked half decent, then what y'all don't understand is if you go on a Super Bowl run, a quarterback is important. It's very important. So if you're going on a Super Bowl run, and your backup quarterback don't have no experience, that's the point of a whole backup quarterback. He don't get no reps in the season. You got to remember that. He gets no reps in the season. All the ones go to Goff. Come here. He might get some scout team running. Come here. But all the ones go to Goff. Come here. So that's what y'all forgetting. All the ones go to Goff. So, no. Just because he looked good versus backup players from Albany Christian University Don't mean he gonna look good versus them. He just don't have the reps yet. If he able to get the reps, then maybe so. Brock Purdy is Brock Purdy, bro. Everybody not Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy got every amenity that you need. Every amenity that you, a running back, a receiver, a defense, one of the best offensive play callers, in play calling history, and one of the best offensive family play callers in history that's Shanahan's. Purdy don't mean Hendon gonna be Purdy. Go ask Trey Lance. Go ask. Sometimes the shoe just fit perfect on the foot. But in regards to the quarterback situation, yeah, Henden Hooker, I would love to see him out there in the first, second, third, fourth quarter, a whole game. The last two preseasons, but that's not gonna happen coming off a concussion. And if we was a middle of the road team or aspiring team to make the Super Bowl, I would agree. Run with them, see what happened. Me personally, I call up Ryan Tannehill, what you want, and I plug in Tannehill to back up Jared Goff, and Henden Hooker just be my third quarterback. Now, some people say, should they put a package in there for Henden Hooker? That's a great question. Elite athlete, great runner. Maybe they should put a package in there for him. So I may not be opposed to that, but to be honest, I'm going after Tannehill. I feel like the offense, if something happened to Goff, Tannehill is good enough to keep it rolling. All you got to do is hand the ball off, play action, and throw the ball down the field. I think in this Detroit offense, he can do that. That's what Arthur Smith asked him to do in Tennessee with Derrick Henry. I think he can make the simple throws in Detroit. I think Ben Johnson can see what they did. He can do what Goff can do, but a little bit more on the athletic side of things. So, and I don't think it's going to be a controversy with Tannehill and Goff either. We all know Goff's the man. He's established. We know that. So, but we understand that. So, but some people say, "Oh, Henden Hooker, he good," and he get in there, and they need like when Chad Henne went in there with old buddy. What was old buddy named Chad Henne went in? Patrick Mahomes, and he held it down for them to win. Can Henden Hooker do that? I don't know. He didn't get no experience last year. They couldn't coach him. They couldn't coach him on the field last year. He could just sit and learn. He got injured in mini camp, t-shirts and shorts camp this year. 2 weeks into padded practice, he got injured because he didn't know how to slide and protect himself. So what it look like now, he injury prone. What it look like now, he don't got a lot of reps. We don't know in some of the struggles that he had in training camp with the accuracy, it was the finger. He hurt his finger in OTAs. So he had an ACL in college, hurt a finger that from the OTAs that carried on to mini camp, that carried on to training camp. He finally got healthy. He had a fucking concussion. Is that somebody you can rely on? Absolutely not. And he don't have any reps. That's what y'all don't understand. He don't have any reps. He don't have many NFL reps. Caleb Williams taking all the reps in Chicago. Jaden Daniels, whatever his name is, and Washington, he taking all the reps. This kid just don't have the reps. So, but if that's who y'all want to run with at the two quarterback, well, be my guest. You spent the asset on him. So maybe you just go in there and you trust his talent. Me personally, if I'm really aspiring to win a Super Bowl and I got an opportunity to tie the bow and put a cherry on top of that shit, I'm doing it. If it's Matt Judon, if it's going out there and trading for a receiver, if it's going to pay Tannehill a little bit more than market value price, that's just me. I'm more of a safe than sorry guy. Y'all more of the roll the dice. Lions win 3 games. We the best team in the world. I trust Brad Holmes. Man, I'm more of a, fallback guy. Like, I gotta have a fallback plan. If this shit don't jump like a car battery, then what? So, what you mean you really don't know facts? How is he gonna get all the number 1 reps? and the number one quarterback take all the reps during the season. What are you talking about? What did I lie? Did I lie about the finger? Did I lie about the ACL? Did I lie about the concussion? Did I lie and say he was out there with third and fourth stringers? Where was the lie? I just want to know, where was the lie at? Ben Johnson, if he's so much of a fucking wizard, why he can't do nothing with Nate Studfield? If Ben Johnson can turn wine into fucking Cosmigos, why the fuck Studfield ain't working? I'm just asking. I'm asking for Tempe. I'm asking for Tempe. If he's so great, why Studfield ain't shit? If he's so great, why he ain't teach Henden Hooker to slide his black ass down on that turf? Use your common sense. I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially at the quarterback position. Without Nick Foles, do the Eagles win the Super Bowl? I ain't gonna have to. Do I have to answer that question? Come on, let's keep it real. You can say Sudfield is just cheap. We don't know what Henden Hooker is. We don't know what he is. He looked good versus the backups. That's what we do know. He looked good versus the backups. And that's what I said. If he healthy enough to get out there and start and play the rest of the preseason, the next two games, and you like what you see, then you roll with him. But me personally, if I got an opportunity to sew up positions, I'm not trusting the guy who been injured 3 consecutive times, from an ACL to a finger, non-concussion, and he don't have any NFL experience. That's just me. I got an opportunity to go out there and get a guy like Ryan Tannehill, I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to say, I didn't tell you niggas so when it happened. I'm going to definitely point it in y'all face and rub it in y'all face. But I'm also, if Henden Hooker have to come in and he ball out and he don't look back, I'm definitely going to be like, y'all was right about Henden Hooker. I don't mind saying that. I don't mind it. I'm like, y'all was right about Henden Hooker. The thing about the receiver, it is what it is. You know, I don't trust none of them dudes. It don't mean, come here. It don't mean that they eventually won't get my trust. But I don't trust none of them dudes. Green, Williams, People-Jones won't even be here. He gonna get cut. Go. He gonna get cut. So I don't trust none of them dudes. Khalif is just Khalif. You know, Khalif is Khalif. You know? But I just feel like they need one more guy. Cornerback, I'm perfectly fine where they at. I'm not really worried about them old dogs. Amick, Davis. The young guys, it just take time to transition from corner in the NCAA into college. It really do. It just take time. In college, you could be more handsy, more physical. You know, it's kind of like, hey, y'all watch the Olympic basketball, how they ref the basketball game. That's how the game should be refed. No favoritism. They still allow them to be physical. That's kind of like college and pro when you're talking about corners. In the pros, they don't want you to touch the receivers. They don't want you to jam them past 5. In a minute, you ain't gonna be able to jam them outside beyond, not a yard or two beyond the line of scrimmage. Come on, you're not gonna be able to jam them a yard or two beyond the yard of scrimmage in a minute. You ain't gonna be able to jam. By the time we 60, you ain't even gonna be able to jam the receiver. You ain't even gonna be able to jam the receiver. So yeah, shit is crazy. So by the time they get to about week 8, they should be good. But they're gonna get holding calls, they're gonna get PI calls. I'm warning y'all that right now. All that's coming. That's why receivers transition so good. Y'all have any questions, I answer them. That's why receivers transition so good in the league, because it's easier to play receiver in the league. Because they can't touch you. Why you keep coming on my feed? Don't know. Coming on my. Get out of here. No, these dudes are ludicrous, bro. Steve. Steve. That's crazy. People just be wanting attention. There's a bunch of other bigger YouTubers and better YouTubers you can get attention from. Over here, I don't care. Sit. 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 Good boy. Oh, you're welcome. Come on. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I'm adding something, I mean, a pass rusher is nice too, but there's some talks that James Houston may not make the team. And then the dude from the Canadian Football League didn't get into the third quarter. So I don't really understand. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I don't understand what's going on. But I ain't really tripping. Is it about to rain? Yeah, I ain't really tripping. Um, to be honest, these are concerns that can all be patched up. The corner's gonna be gonna be patched up because of what? They got a bunch of guys that's gonna get better. Some guys gonna come back. The receivers, I'm concerned about that because Goff it takes some time for him to get a rapport with receivers. So to me, I feel like they should go out there, sign somebody, trade for somebody. You know, pass rusher wise, I'm cool with that too. I like what they got, but if I have an opportunity to get a Judon or an elite pass rusher that can give me double-digit sacks when they're healthy, I'm not opposed to that. But I'm cool with that. But the quarterback position, yeah, y'all done seen Jeff Driscoll, y'all ninjas done seen Tim Boyle. I take that position very serious, and I like Henden Hooker, you know. But to be honest, injury history, lack of reps, that's what scared me, not the talent. So, and what if you need, Goff got a concussion and you need him to win a half to go to the Super Bowl? Y'all comfortable with that? Absolutely not. He's at 2028 flag football Olympics. They do that? Oh yeah. I ain't never played flag football to be honest. It's always been contact. We're in the streets. But yeah, that's all I had today, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Come on, Enrique.